Hi, welcome to this video about the Climate Change Knowledge Portal of the World Bank Group. So in this video I will show you how you can access climate data for your country. So on this map you can select your country, but you can also look at a region or a watershed. In this case I will look at Kenya. So this page shows some interesting background information about Kenya, but we are of course interested in climate data. We can access both historical and projections. I will first show you how to look at the historical climate data. So, in this interactive tool, you can look at the variable temperature and precipitation, but also you can also look at the monthly temperature and precipitation value. In this case, I am interested in the time period between 1991 and 2016. So the recent past actually. In this graph, you can see the average monthly temperature and rainfall of Kenya between 1991 and 2016. So the line represents the average temperature and the bar represents the average rainfall. So as I said, this is the average for the whole country, but we can also look at a specific location. So for example, at Nairobi. So this is the historical climate data, but we're of course also very interested in the future climate because we want to know how climate change will affect our country. So therefore we look at projections. So this interactive tool shows the outcome of the models that were used to look at climate change. So here you can select the variable that you're interested in. In this case, we will look at monthly temperature, but it's also possible to look at the number of days above a certain temperature, or for example, a number of days where it rains more than 20 millimeters. We will be looking at the end of the century, so between 2080 and 2099, but there's also other options available here. We are of course interested in the change, and in this case I will look at the RCP 8.5 scenario, so the worst case scenario with high CO2 emissions and concentrations. But it's also possible to look at other scenarios. Here it is important that you select the ensemble because this takes the average of all the models. You can also look at individual models, but this increases your uncertainty, so therefore it's important to look at the ensemble. So this graph shows the projected change in monthly temperature for Kenya between 2080 and 2099. Here you can see this per month. So you can see that for the whole year, the temperature change will be around between 3 to 4 degrees. And especially in the summer months, the temperature will increase more. In this graph, you can see the historical observed monthly temperature for Kenya. So this is actually your reference period, so the past. And this, again, is the average for the whole of Kenya. But we can also be interested in one certain location. So for example, Nairobi. So this shows the projected change in monthly temperature for Kenya at the location of Nairobi. So the blue line shows the projected change and the blue area shows the uncertainty, so a range between which the values could lie. It's important to realize that the data is presented at a 1 by 1 degree resolution, so the resolution is still quite low. Besides climate data, the knowledge portal has lots of other data available. So, for example, on the vulnerability and the impacts. I won't look into that in this video, but you can explore this yourself to find some more interesting information about your country. Good luck!